Hello, welcome back to our TCAP commentary. Today we're gonna watch Joshua Cologne. You're gonna think to yourself like, why am I reviewing this guy again, right? But if you actually look down the video list that I have, right, Joshua Cologne was recorded almost a year ago. It's been 11 months, and he's been in my mind recently. I'm being honest. He has been on my mind recently, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. But I guess we're here now, right? This is where he's led me, right? But anyway, we're going to get started. If you like TCAP, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos reviewing all these guys and talking over their videos. So yeah, check it out.
Joshua Cologne was a 26-year-old plumber from New York when he surfaced in our Fairfield, Connecticut investigation. He brought an overnight bag and dinner for one. He wanted to have sex with a 12-year-old girl. What he got was a date with me.
Banger, man. Before we get started at all, right? I do have to mention that well, I don't have to, but I want to mention he brought food for himself, right? It's a very big part of his segment, but it's just something I forgot, kind of.
Girl, what he got was
a date with me.
Sorry.
He does attack that handle, man. Hi, papi. So bad.
So good to see you.
This is crazy.
Oh, did you get here okay though? Were the roads bad?
It's dark.
I need you.
Those are red velvet?
Yeah.
Oh man, why is this cringing me out? I'm cringing, right? Why am I cringing? A lot has happened, right? A lot has happened. We have to mention the fact that Nervous Nelly just called, Joshua Cologne Papi, right? That's his nickname that he wanted, right? But it's so cringy, man. Don't ever. I think I said this in my first video. Don't ever have someone call you that, like as a nickname or a pet name or whatever. That's cringy. I don't know. To me, that's weird. Of course, there's the good ones, not that. But still. Hey, Poppy.
Hi, Poppy.
Hi, Poppy. Even worse.
It's so good to see you.
Come on in.
Oh, did you get
Converse
here okay though? Were the
shoes.
roads bad?
It's dark out here.
I need you.
What an idiot. It's dark. It's dark at night. No shit, bro. Like, what are you talking about, right? Just realize that, right? But not nice. I don't know. You don't even know what they're called. I'll just continue.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Do you like them?
Blinds, I guess.
Well, do you want to try them?
Sorry. It's dark.
Look what I need you.
Those are red velvet?
Yeah. Do you like them? Well, do you want to try them?
Yeah.
What?
What'd you bring me?
I brought dinner for myself.
Oh.
Because I
Okay,
didn't get to finish my dinner.
Oh, that's
Because I was
okay.
kind of in a rush.
You can finish. I
kinda
had
in a
stuff
rush.
earlier.
Okay, look. A lot has happened. This is all passing me real quick. I want to mention a lot of things. The interaction in the very beginning is very, packed with things that had just happened, right? He shows up, he asks, do I look like my picture, right? And Nervous Nelly just goes, and shakes her head up and down, right? But that is, imagine that's your introduction to someone you met online, right? Do I look like my picture? Like, that's a question you might ask, but not like, hey, how's it going, right? How you doing, right? Or something. But also cupcakes.
Look what I need you.
Those are red velvet?
Yeah. Do you like them?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like them. Yeah. It doesn't try them. Anyway, for me, I just don't like cupcakes. I don't like cakes in general. I just don't really I'll eat it, but preferably, especially me, I'm trying to cut down on what I'm eating, right? But red velvet is probably the best. Actually, not even that. For cupcakes, to me, I don't even know which one I would say is my favorite. I guess red velvet is sweet, literally, but it's good. But I wouldn't pick that. I would I don't know. I'd prefer to maybe eat ice cream, but I feel like that's even worse. I don't know. Not much for desserts, right?
Those are red velvet?
Yeah.
Maybe some fruit-based stuff. I don't know.
Well, do you
Some
want to try
gummies. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
What'd you bring me?
Nothing, right?
I brought dinner for myself.
Oh.
We'll continue.
'Cause
I'll stop
I didn't
interrupting.
get to
Finish my dinner.
Oh, that's
Because I was
okay.
kind of in a rush.
You can finish. I had stuff earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then we
pathetic.
can have
Well, I can grab
cupcakes.
you something whenever, it doesn't matter.
I go grab you
It's okay.
something.
A nice house.
Thanks.
I wish I had a house like this.
Very
If I
good.
use the bathroom, because
Oh my God, I
we
forgot.
hold it for so long.
Yeah, it's right here.
I forgot about the whole restroom thing. God, he goes, I could get you something to eat, right? I know I just brought only food for myself. You know what I mean? I planned on sitting here eating this while you watch me eat, right? That is no game, by the way. Joshua Cologne has no game. That's one thing. But then to go, okay, no, I could get you something. And she's like, no, that's fine. Okay, next thing I want to ask, right? Can I take a dump, right, in your house? Before even... It hasn't even said hi. I don't even know. I don't know, right?
You look hotter than the picture.
I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. Yeah, right through there.
You're nervous? What the...
No, here, this one.
Never mind, man. This guy has game, man. This guy has so much game. He's like way harder than your pictures, by the way. That's how you introduce yourself to someone you just met, right? God, you look harder than your picture, bro. Shut up, bro. What am I watching, right? What am I watching? It's absolute nonsense, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, she's holding her phone. I'm like, dude, what does she have in her hands, right? Nervous Nelly, the decoy. What does she have in her hands? And it's the phone, right?
You look hotter.
To call 911, right?
Thanks. Thanks. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. Yeah, right through there.
Oh, you're nervous?
No, here, this one. Yeah. I know, it's little.
I know, it's little.
That's cool. It's an old-fashioned bag.
Yeah.
Just wait, man. Just wait. God, man, the switch is perfect. That's one thing. Second thing is, I feel like that smile that Nervous Nelly had throughout the entire thing just completely washes away after, of course, she leaves, right? She's not actually happy to see the guy, right? I don't have to tell you that, but it's crazy how, quick it's a switch up, right? Because I don't think I could, I would be like Casey, like talking to Dustin or talking to John Wesley Elliott, right? Where she's like having like a half like fake smile type of thing, but it's just, she did good, I guess. I don't know. A good actress, man.
Oh, is there a light switch in here? Oh, it's behind here. Is that it?
Come on, Joshua.
Come on out, Joshua.
Oh,
Look at the seat. Right over there. Right over there.
Right over
Keep
there.
your hands right there.
Do not put your hands in your pockets. Does that? Well, okay, man. Come on, man. This is one of the parts that I really remember really well because I really talked about this, right? How he is like, oh, don't you worry, I'm not reaching into my pockets at all, right? Because he like lifts up his hands, and then he reaches into his back pocket, by the way. But he could just be like, it's fine, guys, it's fine. I'm only reaching for my phone, and then he pulls out a Glock, right? And then it's an entire situation. But God, man, come on, Joshua, right over there.
Keep your hands right there. See.
I know who you are.
I know who you are.
You know who I am?
You know who I am.
Yes.
Who am I?
Who am I?
I seen this on the show.
What's your name?
Bro, I don't know why, but like the call out is kind of like poetic in a way. You know what I mean? Like he needs help, right? He needs help right now. And the car's like, get out, man. Get out, Joshua, right? I'm out here, man. Just run out and, start the car, right? And we're out of here. But he can't, right? It's Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen, he freezes you with fear, right? That's how he does it.
What show?
The show where they catch guys.
It's the show
Like
about
me?
men meeting young girls.
Men meeting young girls. Do you have keys in your pocket?
Yeah, keys in your pocket by any
You take them out
chance?
first.
Let's turns off the alarm.
Turns off the alarm.
No, just press.
Just press the self-destruct button, right? I remember in my first video I was like, how does Chris not know, right? And to be fair, people were saying like maybe the buttons are degraded, right? Because like I feel like Joshua Cologne would be the type to have like a very degraded car key, but because of all the sweat and stuff. But one thing, by the way, Joshua Cologne, he's a very big guy. You know what I mean? And he's also very tall. He has it all there to be a very intimidating person, right? And he is, let's be honest, right? Especially after knowing what he does here. But not just that, his demeanor, his look in his face, the way he acts is not someone that has charisma, right? He's very someone you wouldn't want to hang out with, in a sense, I guess.
So you've seen
My shows before.
Yeah.
How often?
How often?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Well, guess what?
We're starting up again.
We're starting up again.
Hanger, man.
Okay.
And you are among our first guests.
Oh, man. They didn't even show the back, man.
Okay.
I almost missed it. I
And
closed
you
my
are
eyes for a
among
second.
Our first guests.
You don't know that.
Okay.
Are they taking pictures here? I don't know what maybe they're drinking something, right? Because I think, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, one thing I want to say is that with the whole, like, how often do you see the show? I think Chris wanted like something similar to Michael Lebrano, even though I believe he didn't even say he was like an avid watcher of the show. He said he was just like, even though to me, I think he was saying he was a massive fan, but some people are saying he said the opposite. I think he did, because he's like, oh, I watch the, a video whenever I can, and then he's like, I really liked you on Opie and Anthony. You know what I mean? So like, it sounds like he's a fan of Chris, you know what I mean? So you would think he would like watching the show. But, what if, like, just picture this. Imagine if Joshua Colon said, oh, I am a massive fan of TCAP, and I actually thought you to be one of my heroes, right? Like, that would have been very, I don't know, poetic, man. Very dramatic.
Yeah.
Like, my hero's currently
Well, guess what?
arresting me, right? He cannot do this.
We're starting up again.
Okay.
And you are among our first guests.
Okay.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua what?
Cologne.
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 How
How
old
old are you?
I'm 32.
32. And how did you meet this
Joshua.
Jenna Claire?
Oh, Jenna.
I was
Jenna
on
Claire.
an app
Yeah.
called Link.
Called
And why did you think it was appropriate to talk to a girl who said she was 12 years old?
12,
I
man.
don't know why.
12?
I know. It was wrong.
What did you bring with you tonight?
Man, see, it almost seems like we're watching more 12-year-olds being put as decoys as of recent time. I mean, if you've seen my past videos, it's almost like I'm hearing this more often than I thought I was, when I was first watching these videos. But Joshua Colon, man, he's something, right? Ain't that crazy, right? 12, man. A middle schooler.
What did you bring with you tonight?
Clothes.
Clothes. Why would you need a change of clothes?
Because I was going to stay over.
Stay over
That's
with a 12-year-old girl.
crazy.
Yeah.
And what were you going to do with this girl?
Do with this girl.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
Guess, I guess have sex.
Have sex.
Man. I honestly think that, like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This one is really getting to me. It's not as bad as like the other ones, because I've told you like the ones that I felt really uncomfortable with, right? And I mean those when I say that. But this one, in particular, him saying it just makes it so much worse, because he isn't denying it, right? When you deny it, I guess you're like not really realizing the full picture, right? But in this case, he's like, oh, I guess to, blank, right? So it's always crazier.
Guess, I guess have sex.
Have sex.
Jeez.
Now, you had quite the chat with this girl. It's too bad you aren't old enough.
I would marry you.
You would marry a 12-year-old girl
If she was old enough.
if she was old. How would you even say that to a 12-year-old?
Someone
You have
in
any
middle
nieces
school,
and
bro.
nephews, younger cousins?
Our cousins, maybe?
Okay. What if a guy was hitting on them like this?
Yeah, I wouldn't like it.
You wouldn't like it. So explain to me what was going on in your mind that made you think it was okay to come here and do the very same thing.
Yeah, I mean, the whole niece question and nephews or nieces is such a easy question to ask, right? Because these people, they mainly don't have kids, right? Especially someone like Joshua wouldn't have kids, because I know there are some, predators that show up on the show that actually do have kids, and it's always difficult to hear. Yeah, I mean, I think the worst one to me personally here, from what I remember, even though now thinking of it, it really isn't, the hamburger one, where like all of his daughters like legit like waited for him to pass and almost celebrated it, right? But there are definitely some cases like who is it? Who's that guy's name? He's the math teacher guy that showed up in Texas. I think they did Texas a couple of times, but he's a math teacher at like an at a middle school. That guy, Stanley. Stanley's his name. I'm pretty sure him and his kids were also like in that same boat. It's always disturbing to hear. It really is.
I don't want to say anymore.
Well, you pretty much already said it.
Pretty much already said.
You asked for her address.
Address.
I'll pick you up somewhere and we'll have sex if you want. I'll go slow, and yes, it will hurt because she's a virgin, you said.
Oh,
This is
my
all you,
God.
You tell her
Disturbing.
to masturbate.
Oh, my God,
in
bro.
preparation for your big night of sex.
Night ahead.
Did you bring condoms?
Embarrassing. That is incredibly embarrassing. You know, the girl that he was just like, oh, you look hotter than your pictures, by the way. You know, all aroused and all this, right? I don't really want to think about that, but like, very into, right? Joshua Cologne was into Nervous Nelly. He's like, oh, you look very good. This and that, right? Oh, like, do I look like my picture? You know, trying to raise her up, just for it to all be a lie. And you just see her walk away, right? Like, very embarrassing, right?
In my bag.
What else is in the bag?
Clothes and toothbrush, stuff like that.
Toothbrush.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you're gonna find.
You're such a death stare, man.
We'll finally make out and make love.
Make a love.
I was thinking of staying over and leaving the next morning. So when I come over, we'll go to your room and you'll take off all your clothes, since I'm the boss. Why did you have her call you Pop?
Okay, yeah. Well, but we'll get to that in a minute, right? But since I'm the boss, right? Oh my God, man, the boss, man, that is cringe. That is cringy, right? Call me the boss.
Since I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
Why did you have her call you Poppy?
I don't want to say anymore.
Bro,
What is Poppy?
what does poppy mean? Explain. Latin term?
Nickname.
Yeah.
You wanted her to call you the boss.
The boss.
And then you say, I just hope your mom doesn't find out about me because I could get in serious trouble, you know, right? I could go to jail.
When he closed his eyes, you could definitely tell that he was like, in his mind, like, I've done it now, right? He's going to jail, of course.
Well, you know, right?
And he served 3 years. I was actually like reviewing this guy before this, and he actually has a lot of information about him. So I might even do a deep dive on him. I know, like, those have kind of disappeared from my channel, but they're coming. They are. It's been kind of long, you know, for school and stuff, and there's been some things that have been happening, right? So, but I'm good.
I could go to jail.
I'm okay, by the way, just so you know.
I know love knows no age, but most people don't think the same.
Oh,
12.
that is nasty.
I know, messed up.
You
Have you done
think?
this before?
No.
Have you ever contacted an underage girl online before?
Sorry, I'm burping. I just ate. But okay, first of all, that term is so outdated that I don't think I've heard it again, like, ever. You know, even though I'm chronically online, I'm gonna be honest. The whole love knows no bounds or love knows no age, right? That is insane.
We have evidence of that too.
Evidence of that
A
too.
13-year-old. So why should I believe you've never done this before?
I just first of me.
You just woke
taking
up-
a chance.
You woke up a few weeks ago and said, I'm going to chat up this girl and drive from your home where?
New York
New York,
In Brooklyn.
and Queens.
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 You said Brooklyn.
You said Brooklyn. Or do you work in Brooklyn?
I work in Brooklyn.
Okay. And you live in Queens.
Yes.
One thing before. Okay, what face is he pulling right now? Okay, first of all, just to get out the way, Joshua Cologne is actually you know, he's had a track record, right? Well, not a record per se, but he has done this before, like, actually. I believe they put it in here, but he has actually done this with a 15-year-old boy, I think, named David, I think. And I can understand why he didn't bring this up during, you know, during the interview with Chris Hansen, right? And he felt safer, quote unquote safer, because now you're talking to the police, right? You know, people actually matter in this case, right? But he fully admits that he had done that, you know, with somebody else, and it's nasty.
And what do you do for work in Brooklyn?
I'm a plumber.
A plumber. Good job. Good pay.
It's alright.
It's all right.
Why would you toss it away for this?
A job as a plumber. Relax, man. Nothing prestigious.
What do you want people to know about all this?
I'm sorry. I love my wife.
Really nothing.
I know I don't look like it.
What do you think should happen to you?
I guess I have no choice but to go to jail.
Do you deserve it?
Yeah.
I mean, can't you explain to me what brought you here tonight?
No.
Is that right?
I mean, it's not right.
It is not right. I know.
One of the best lines that Chris has ever said, right? I mean, it's not right? It's so good. It's actually one of his best lines, but I feel like Chris definitely got took back by the fact that he's just so, like, he essentially said nothing of worth, right? He didn't deny anything. He didn't give no substance to be like, oh, I promise, sir, I wasn't gonna do anything, right? You can't do this to me, sir, please, right? All that. He didn't do any of that. He actually straight up just admitted to everything. Well, not everything, right? He kept that 15-year-old encounter like a secret, but he didn't deny nearly anything. So I can see.
What do you want people to know about all this?
What do you want to know about this?
Really nothing.
Nothing. What do you think should happen to you?
I guess
I have no choice but to go to jail.
to go to jail.
Do you deserve it?
You deserve it.
Yeah.
I mean, can't you explain?
Imagine when he asks, like, do you think you deserve it? He's like, no, I don't think so, because society, right? Society's wrong, right? It's flawed, right? I should be able to do this, right, without consequence. That would have been entertaining, but also very nasty.
Explain to me what brought you here tonight?
What brought you here tonight?
No.
I mean, it's not right.
I mean, it's not right.
It is not right. I know.
But help me to understand.
You are right.
I don't know. I don't know what was going through my mind.
You don't know.
I mean, I could probably help you with that, but
I mean, this is your chance to explain yourself.
explain yourself.
There's no way I'm getting out of this anyway, so I'm not gonna say anymore.
Well, yeah.
You
but
shave down there. I like it smooth.
I like it smooth.
You say
Nasty.
you're going to groom yourself for this special event tonight.
Now you have to drop his pants, right? You have to drop his pants and make sure, right? Because if he did, he promised in the chat, meaning he was going to go through with it, right? That's how you get him, right? That's how you get him. That's why they asked, right? That's why they did that, right? Like, in court, they're gonna make him drop his pants, right?
That's your car, right?
Sorry for always sounding like that. I'm so
I share
lame.
that car.
You share that car
With my twin brother.
your brother. You have a twin brother?
Yes, I do.
What would he think?
Oh,
He wouldn't be happy.
unfortunately,
All your family in
you
Queens?
came out ugly.
No, my mom died, and my father was a man.
My father.
Well, Joshua,
I don't know what to tell you,
I don't know what else to say to you.
except that
Except that
Yeah.
I'm Chris Hansen.
Hansen.
And this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator.
Ugh, cold.
So if there's anything else you want people to know,
AM.
now is the time.
This is how I'm looking right now. This is how I'm looking right now because you already know what I'm about to say, right? Yeah, you know what I'm about to say. Easy. Y'all thought I would have
So if
fucking,
there's anything
let
else
up,
you want
right?
people to know, now
Who's that? Who's this, right? Oh, I recognize that forehead anywhere, right? I got a little bit of gray hairs right here, right? Gray hairs. Oh, it's like straight up white, but these white hairs, right? I know who this is, right? Without a doubt in my mind, right? Raw Knight. You already know it's him. You already
is
know.
the time.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
No.
You're free to leave.
Excuse me, Chris
Can I use the
Hansen.
bathroom? Because I've been holding it for quite some time.
I think you should go.
I think you should go.
My man. Oh, man. I love Raw Knight. Even though I don't really see it. Okay, look. I've already said it so many times. It's just Ron Knight. If I could ever meet Chris Hansen, I would want Ron Knight to be there too, right? It would be the dynamic duo, right? These two. Oh, what a power team. But like, sadly, Ron Knight, he didn't get brought back for takedown. But understandable though. I mean, Ron Knight, he's done, man. I'm pretty sure he retired. He brought him out of retirement to do this. I think. I'm not sure though, but I think so. I think he did. Because he was like officially, the head of security for NBC, right? Back in the day. That's why he was there, mainly. But I think him and Chris are friends. I would like to think so, at least headcanon, right? Sir, please.
Please, put your hands behind your back. Come right over here. Hands behind your back, sir. Stay right there. Do you have anything in your pockets? Sir?
This guy filming hard, man.
Headphones. Okay, sir. I'm gonna have you sit in this car.
Is Detective Kelly here? Like, cause I'm just thinking, like, is Detective Kelly here? Cause it might be this guy, I think, but I'm not sure though. I don't know what Detective Kelly actually looks like, but I think that's him. Cause the hair kind of looks similar. But I actually don't think he's here. I don't think he's here.
You okay?
You okay? I just got arrested, man. I just got arrested. What do you think? They have his food there. You know, they brought his food, right? And then the dogs are barking, right? God, welcome to jail, homie.
Take a right, going up here, you're gonna go up the ramp and take a left, okay?
Throw him in jail, man. He deserves it.
Nothing.
Purple. Yo.
You need to use the bathroom?
I did tell them that I have some items in
Where are they?
the yellow bag paperwork.
Okay, but there's nothing on you right now.
No.
Okay.
What an idiot, man. You know, I mentioned this last time, the whole, like, you know, he's like, the police officer says, oh, like, do you have anything on your person, right? And Joshua Colon's like, oh, I left something with them over there, and then the police is like, oh, well, I mean, you just saw it, but, like, you don't have anything on you, like, come on, man, listen to what they're asking you. Like, I know he's probably, you know, distraught right now, even though, to be honest, he looks calm as hell, which kind of ticks me off, right? But
Did you use the bathroom?
Yes.
Okay, right to you.
use the restroom.
The officers in uniform are going to do what we call process you, okay? I know you've never been arrested, but they're going to fingerprint you and photograph you. When they're done, I'd like to take you upstairs if you'd like an opportunity to talk. You know, that's going to be up to you. You'll be advised of your Miranda rights. I think you should think about it as you're spending time down here, because right now we only have one version of events. We don't have your side of the story, okay?
Very, very, I think my voice is cracked there. Very good way to basically say, like, look, essentially, if you don't talk with us, we have no idea what actually happened. And essentially, that is kind of true, but also at the same time, you don't really need to explain yourself when you're arrested. But I'm glad that he did talk, because we essentially got, you know, more information off of him. You know, we got the situation, which he just flat out admits, right, that he met up with that 15-year-old. But yeah.
Is Josh okay, or do you like Joshua?
Josh or Joshua?
People call you Josh. Get comfortable, have a seat. How are they downstairs?
Sorry.
Don't wait on us.
And okay, before we start, this food, I think I like went really hard on being like, I hate that how like they fed these guys and stuff, but I'm under the belief that this is what he brought to the house. You know, because it is noodles, it is Chinese, how he had just said back at the house, right? Back at the house. But at the same time, it's not unheard of for a detective to be like, look, hey, we can get you a pizza, we can go get you, you know, a burger real quick, right? So you can like kind of relax. And believe me, it works wonders. I've seen, you know, true crime videos where like, it was like, I forgot what it's called, the Amazon Prime Killer, I think he was called, and the detective was like being very friendly with the guy, and he would talk a lot. The you know, the suspect would talk a lot with the detective, and especially when they were eating, you know what I mean? It was a very good tactic, and in this case, right, food is always a very good tactic to, you know, place upon someone you're interviewing, right?
You've already eaten dinner, so we're good to go.
You've already ate.
Okay, so obviously you know that we want to understand a little bit about what brought you to Fairfield, Connecticut tonight. So we're hoping you can explain that to us.
To meet a young girl.
Pardon me?
To meet a young girl.
Okay.
Speak up, man.
What's her name? How did you meet her?
12.
She told you she was 12?
Yes.
Okay. Just tell us a little bit about, as early as you remember, your first conversations and kind of how your relationship with her developed from that first contact.
I don't have to answer these questions, right?
You don't?
I think this is the part that's really gonna piss me off because Joshua Cologne thinks himself to be very smart in this, right? To be like a very smart ass type of thing, where it's like, oh, I shouldn't answer these questions because it'll incriminate me, right? In a sense, yes, but not really, right? These questions are not here to be a gotcha moment, right? It's you talking. It's like giving you the open floor. You know, they interview you. There's not a, you know, oh, you slipped up and said this, right? It's not that type of.
I'm answering these questions. It's going to incriminate myself, obviously, right?
It depends. I mean, I don't know. I told you before that it's going to allow us to understand your side of the story.
Yeah,
And we can't predict what you're going to say, so could you potentially say something that's incriminating? Of course. Could you also say something that maybe explains things? Of course. Without being in your mind and knowing what you're going to say. I don't want you to feel like we're trying to trick you because you're not, but we don't know what you're going to say. You know?
Well, I mean, I just...
To be fair.
To be quite honest, I mean, I was on the site, I was looking to meet a young girl, and I came to meet her. I mean, that's all I can say.
Okay. And you asked her how old she was?
Yeah.
And what did she tell you?
She said 12.
Okay, did she tell you when she was turning 13?
I don't remember.
Okay. And is 12 an age that you're comfortable with? That's your preference? Or?
That is crazy to say, right? It's 12 your preferred age, right? Insanity. But it is a question you have to ask, right? It is a question that you should ask, at least. You know, because it's like you kind of input, like, where's the cutoff, and then, like, why is it that? You know what I mean? Why is the limit there? You know what I mean?
Or
I date older, younger. I mean, not younger than 12, but, you know.
I just don't understand why that's the cutoff, too. You know what I mean? It would have been great if he elaborated, but, like, I could kind of see why. You know what I mean? I could see why it's, like, I guess it becomes too heavy conscious, I guess. I mean, too heavy on their conscience to be like, oh, I'm not going to say this, man. Screw this. I don't got to explain his
how old?
I don't have to
32.
justify
32?
him or something.
Okay. At what point does it become like a sexual conversation? And how does that happen?
I don't know. I mean, it just came up, yes.
What?
Because it was on my mind, but...
Had she sent you pictures of
Yeah.
herself?
Yeah,
And had you sent pictures of yourself?
I guess. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yes,
Did you
he
say that you were
did.
sexually attracted to her
Oh.
Yeah.
right off the bat, or was it something that developed over conversation, or
I guess over conversation.
when was the last time you maybe spoke with somebody who was in that age group, 12, 13?
It's been a while.
That's a while.
I
You know, go ahead.
No, I mean,
Go
I
ahead, man.
talked, but I never actually went to meet them because I was always afraid.
Of what?
Afraid of what? Batman, man. Because essentially that's who Chris Hansen is for these guys, right? And especially now more than ever. Because Chris Hansen is back, like, fully. He is on, what, season 8, season 7 of Takedown, you know, with Chris Hansen. And I say this every chance I get. I am so proud of Chris Hansen for, you know, what he's doing with True Blue and stuff. It is honestly very touching to see him, like, you know, still doing things like this, right? Being in the public eye and stuff. You know, I follow him on his Instagram, you know, and also you can follow me on my Instagram, right? It's, you know, at LudioPossum. It's on my channel. But back to what I was saying. It is very nice to see Chris Hansen being, like, happy in his, you know, his wife's stories too. He, you know, she posts him too. You know, follow the both of them. You know, he's with the sons and stuff. It's very great to see. I'm always proud of Chris Hansen. You know what I mean?
To be like,
He's a hero of mine. I'll just have to admit it. You know what I mean?
That's what you were afraid of?
Can't say that I blame you.
I saw his face immediately and I knew it was.
What a comedian, man.
I mean, I don't know what else to say.
What was your intention? What do you envision yourself doing right now if that hadn't happened?
Just shaking my head at this point.
Hang out.
Hang out. Watch football.
I guess have sex.
Your intention was to have sex with her?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you tell her you loved her?
I'm literally just shaking my head, right? I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do with my body, right? I'm disappointed that, you know, people like these, you know, still exist. I mean, sadly, I don't think this will ever go away. You know, I mean, there will always be people like this who will prey on people, but I'm sure, dude, he's thinking so hard. He's probably like, fantasizing in his head of what the detective is actually saying about, like, oh, what would you picture yourself doing right now if you didn't get caught, which everyone knows what he would be doing.
Oh, I guess to kind of, like, I don't know, kind of
reel her in,
I guess, or something.
To pull her in.
I guess.
He literally settled into the whole, like, predator and, like, criminal aspect really quickly.
The 12-year-old today said
Yeah.
that she was a virgin,
Yeah.
and you liked that she didn't have experience.
Yeah.
Oh,
During the police interrogation,
Jesus
Cologne
Christ.
appears to come clean, and then he makes a startling admission about a previous rendezvous with a 15-year-old boy.
Just,
I've
wanna
told
make
you
sure
this.
We have everything out on the table.
I mean, I did have sexual relations with someone.
Literally, why? Why did he say this? To this day, I don't know why he did say this. I don't know if there was a lead up. I do know his like full conversation with the police is actually out there. I know that. We'll look at his police interrogation eventually, right? I don't know when, but I would prefer not to have, like, Joshua Cologne for like an entire week or, like, half a month, right? So we'll see when. There's a lot of content for TCAP, so we'll be around, or at least I'll be around for a little bit.
How old?
15.
When was that?
A few months back.
Okay. And where did that happen?
That was.
Oh, like, just for the books, don't look too much into this. I never considered Joshua Cologne the type to go after boys. I didn't expect that, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say from that, but that's just how I feel. I didn't think he would do that. Let me go back. I'm sorry.
And was it a similar situation?
Island. It was, I think it was about Long Island.
In Long Island.
And was it a similar situation, Steven, like this? That you
Steven.
met over the internet and,
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah.
Josh, Steven, man.
Okay.
Steve from
Do you remember
Minecraft.
her name?
It's not a her.
Okay. Do you remember his name?
Dave.
David?
David, man. Poor
Did
David.
you
I hope
meet
he's
him
fine.
One time or more than one time?
Anytime.
Once.
And what
Thank
happened
God.
when you met with him?
Yeah, sex.
Was there
Oh,
anybody else?
oh my God, my head's hurting. Luckily, that's it, man.
Okay, so your phone, are there any pictures or images or videos of younger people?
Yes.
Oh, but bro, I can't take this, man. The fact that, dude, he is on a streak right here. He came over for the decoy today. He already had relations with one of them, a couple of months back, and now he has CP, man. I can't believe this. He's a lot worse than I thought. I already thought that he was a really bad one, but he's a lot worse than I thought. You know what I mean?
Any idea of what
Jeez,
we're gonna
man,
be looking
stop.
at? Boys, girls,
Boys,
about what
girls.
age?
Both.
Boys and girls?
Oh my God. Oh my
What
God.
age group?
I guess about 12 or
Oh my God, I
Okay.
can't.
and older.
Oh
12 and
no.
older?
No.
Handcuffs.
Handcuffs. But bro,
Let's do it.
you need more than that, man. You need to tie him down, right? Oh my God, man. I still can't get over that. Sorry.
Cologne pleaded guilty. He received a 7-year suspended
7
sentence. He served 3 years in prison and is about to be paroled any day now.
Any day
He's
now.
going to register as a sex offender for 10 years.
10 years. So he is, I think he's still on the RSO. I can't find it. If you, please, and I'm actually like inquiring this, if you know where to find his RSO, please email me, message me on Instagram, or like give me a hint. Don't post the links on the comments. I don't know if it deletes them or not. But if you know of his RSO, please send me a link, right? Please, something. Email me preferably, right? If you're going to send me a link or something. Well, honestly, you can message me on Instagram. It's fine. I mean, you can also do that if you just want to talk with me. But, like, I really want to see if I could find him, because I found a lot of good information about Joshua Cologne, and I'm just missing an RSO. I like having the RSOs there just so I can, like, put out there that he's still, on the registry. Can't find it. You know, and it was 2019 here, 2016 or 2015 along the lines of the entire staying. So 10 years, it still hasn't been 10 years. So yeah, if you like, this is just a thing. If you can find it, and I'll credit you, by the way, if you find his RSL, I'll credit you, right? I'm the first person who does it. So yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it here. You know, thank you to Walls for uploading this video. Oh my God, look, there's a comment from me already. I was gonna say, let's put a comment, right? This guy was something else, you know. Banger, man. That banger comment. Anyway, yeah, we'll leave that here. Thank you for, you know, watching with me, right? It's always a pleasure. But anyway, yeah, we'll leave it here. So have a good day. Good luck.